Pretty well known. It's an intense matchup, and I didn't play in the last game in Ottawa, but definitely I think everyone realized that it was an emotional game, and there's definitely some storylines there. So I don't think you need much motivation in the playoffs, but I think both teams should be pretty motivated.
What's the history between these two teams? Make it a rivalry, and if so, is it on par with like Caps or Flyers or any of your more traditional rivals?
I'm not sure. I think any playoff matchup I would consider a rivalry. I think that's kind of typical in the playoffs for everything to kind of develop as playoffs go along, and with history with them, I'm sure there's a bit extra there. But I think at this point, you want every game just as much as you would against any, I guess, rival, you could say.
Speaking of the storylines, how much is their obsession with Matt Cook? How much could it work for and against you?
I mean, we got to win games, so I don't think there's always storylines in a playoff series. I mean, this one's easy because of what happened, but I mean, there'll be something else after game one, and that's a playoffs. Just stuff we have to talk about, but that's about it.
Sid, having kind of said that, you guys learned about yourselves. Do you guys have to hit the reset button though, because it is a new series, because it is a new team to a certain extent? Yeah,
I think you always have to do that, and I think you have to learn from your previous series. You have to learn from your previous meetings in the regular season, and the playoffs is all about adjusting and continuing to improve with each series. So that doesn't change no matter who you play.
Sid, how good has Craig Anderson gotten, and what makes him as good as he is?
I'm sure there's a lot of different things. I mean, he's a pretty big guy. He's fast. He's athletic. So, I don't think we have to change anything or do anything different. I think the habits that we practice all year hopefully give us the opportunity to score goals.
Sid, you talked about hitting the reset button for this series. Do you hit the reset button if as a team with Marc-Andre, put him back in the 3-1?
I'm not going to start making coaches' decisions. That's up to the coach.
Does it matter to you guys who's in goal? We'll talk to an offensive lineman. Says we don't care who's playing running back. They just have to do the job. Is that the mindset? We have confidence in both guys. I mean, no matter who it is, and they've both proven for a long time that they're more than capable of, doing a great job in there. So yeah, we feel very comfortable with either one as players, but it's not up to us to decide who goes in the net.
Sid, how did your jaw survive the first round? Did the Islanders go after it a lot, did you sense?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, they got their hands up and stuff. Probably not that much more than maybe typically in the playoffs anyway, but I think they probably try to test it out a bit, and I think that's normal. I mean, pretty typical of the playoffs.
And how was it for you adjusting to the helmet that you wore, and do you think you'll be wearing it through this series?
I'm not sure. I think it'll just kind of be whether it's day to day or week to week. I'll kind of just see how it goes. But it'd be nice to get it off eventually. But it hasn't been a huge problem, and I got a couple close calls in the Islanders series with pucks anyway. So maybe I should keep it on for a little bit longer.
Does that helmet bug you at all at face-offs when you drop the puck? Do you lose that at any point when
No.
the line was dropping the puck?
No, face-offs have been pretty good. When the puck's in your feet a little bit, or you get a pretty hard pass, it's coming quick and it's in your feet. It's a little bit tougher to pick those up, but other than that, it's been okay.
So they've gone out of their way in the past to match defensive pairs against your line. Do they still do as much of that, and would you expect them to try to get a certain pairing against you guys?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure who they're going to match against what line, and I don't really know kind of their philosophy. Or they've got some big guys back there who are pretty sound defensively, and some offensive guys who like to move the puck. So, kind of seems like they kind of a shutdown guy with a offensive guy on each pairing. So, I'm not sure who we'll see, but I don't think line combinations is something we've gotten too caught up with. I mean, again, that's up to Dan, but it hasn't been something as a player I've really noticed a whole lot.
Sid, you play tomorrow night. Would you rather have another day off and go on Wednesday, or is it good to get going?
Yeah, I like kind of keeping the rhythm. I think that, we've kind of been in this routine a little bit, and to get the day off yesterday and come in and refresh and kind of go over things and get ready. I think we're ready to go, and I think that to kind of keep things in the whole rhythm, I think that's not a bad thing at all.